drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Steps away to find some room. And the rush will get to him at the 25. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think. So O-line's got to step up.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly.
A lot of room to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And that one will give them the lead.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's exactly what I would do, too. Why would I not keep throwing that dude the football? I know it was incompletion, but he has had a day. He's been cooking this secondary, and they've tried to find ways to get him the ball because he has been so dynamic today.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Grab near the sticks. It's Horton. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Off play action. Pocket breaking down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Tide.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the 2nd half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
And he makes the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive, and they can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defense applying pressure, getting the sack, now putting them in a bad situation backed up close to their own end zone.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Great job by this defense. They started the drive with the offense backed up, in the shadow of their own end zone. Nice job being aggressive, keeping them there, and now they're going to have a chance to flip the field and really give their offense good field position.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on fourth down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to throw. It's Russell. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Here comes the heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He gets a block. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Got his man on the right. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Russell. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic that they get him on the ground at the 20. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
And that critical extra point was good, and we are locked up late. Coming out with it, it's Williams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll give it to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quick handoff. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Dropping back, it's Russell. Throws to the back. Zings it complete to the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field, to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. It's Williams. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point of the game, the defense now is substituting their personnel. They've got their dime package in the game. There's a lot of DBs out there. They know this offense is going to have to throw the football to climb back in this game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to throw, it's Russell. That's caught. It's Williams. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Extending the play. Fires to the end zone. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And with that turnover, time has expired here in the 4th quarter, but there is more football ahead. Overtime is coming. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Running the red zone. It's Washington. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They take the lead here in overtime. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Now, they don't have to go for 2 here, but it looks as if they're going to try it anyway. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear. Assignment here in overtime. Now to push the lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Give to the back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Makes the grab. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.